guy usually is, so we need to find that out first and then kind of have an idea of what his schedules are like when people are most around him, when he's alone, that sort of thing. Because it'd be best if we can jump him and evacuate without anybody noticing.
Mm-hmm.
Jump in, jump out.
Jump in, jump out.
Smash and grab.
Yep.
Smash and pass.
You can do that with Jeff Bezos. I wouldn't recommend it.
Highly frowned upon. Incredibly
I'm
frowned
passing on Cornelius, TBH.
Theo, you cannot just keep going over to the door, crying, and then when I pick you up, you stop crying. What is going on with you?
Man,
My cat will do that.
And then I come and I'm like, hey man, what's going on? He comes and runs over to me. He's like, help me, pick me up. What's wrong with you, buddy?
He's just a baby.
Theo's a gigantic baby. He's 16 pounds.
Oh my god.
He's not fat though.
My god.
Like I'm telling you, he's not fat, and I know that's hard to believe. He's just fucking gigantic.
Oh, no. I believe you. I believe you. I have a bunch of fucking gigantic cats.
mm-hmm. Yeah, you've heard of a Maine Coon. Watch
Get
this.
ready for a domestic long hair.
This is a
Yeah,
Canadian
seriously.
Panther.
Canadian Panther. You know, that was actually my
Here's
nickname in high
here's
school.
some mollymocks.
A Molly mock-up, if you will.
A molly mock-up. I think he looks so silly.
Dude is absolutely geeking in the last picture.
Like, give me food.
Bro has
Yeah,
fucking...
Just very nervous. He likes going out on the porch, but sometimes if there's noises going on, he's just very on alert. He likes to watch. He's an observer.
Dio's a big chiller. Like super even keel. Pina, I found in the trash at work. She's also pretty even keel. Topanga likes
Short
to
for
look at
pina
you.
colada?
No,
Pina
actually,
colada.
it just means pineapple. Like that's
Just
it.
pineapple?
Yeah.
That's cute.
Pina colada.
Molly Mock's original name was Rum because we named the litter that he was along with after various alcohols. One of them was like a huge gray kitten, and so I wanted to call him Goose.
That makes sense.
My man Goose.
Goose. Love Goose.
How's the open bar, Peter?
Oh, it wrecked me.
Oh yeah, were
man.
you cosplaying like a specific character, or were you just dressed up?
Yeah, I was cosplaying as Hades, but specifically Lore Olympus Hades. Kind of inspired.
Okay, yeah, I see that for sure.
No, and let me send the other photos. Wait, do I have them? I don't think I do.
I was
ask
getting
Chris to
Hades
send them to
vibes
me.
and also Ursula.
Yes, no, there wasn't Ursula there. She ate. I gotta say, she did.
I love Ursula's look. It's a really good character design.
Let's see. Oh my god, hold up. Let me send this to y'all though. Chris was Cruella DeVille.
Okay.
And in this one, he doesn't have like the fur coat on, but this kind of just sums up the vibes.
Nah, walking around in an actual Dalmatian coat.
He was though. It was pretty badass. Like I was impressed. Like his look was good.
The gun.
Not the gun.
Chris,
That was
I think
awesome.
actually had the record that night for the longest go of that.
That's impressive. What was it? Just plain alcohol, or?
It was like champagne.
Oh,
Oh,
that's a little crazy.
Oh my gosh, hold up. Chris has so many photos I can send now.
Nice, nice. How are you doing, Cooper?
Stuff with-
I still have a sore throat, but I'm doing pretty well. What about you?
I'm surviving.
Well, that's all that can be hoped for.
Mm-hmm. So it's just one more week. One more week.
You're almost there.
Colin,
Mm-hmm.
look, 2 more weeks, and we can go see 2 mosasaur skeletons.
That's literally what I'm living for.
Wait, where? Where at?
In Kansas.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, we have one at the Natural History Museum, and then there's one in one of the, like, fucking classroom buildings.
Mm-hmm.
Some dude's private collection.
Yeah, I think it's, I think the other one is in the natural oil and gas building that the fucking oil people paid for. And it's really funny to have environmental studies classes in there where we talk about how much fossil fuels suck. Pretty awesome.
It's ironic. It is ironic.
You seen the huge push for what are they, like, modular nuclear reactors?
Mm-hmm.
I
I
fucking
don't know a
love
whole lot
nuclear.
about nuclear reactors.
Fucking thorium
water.
I know what
reactors.
they do to...
Dude, I am such a huge thorium fan. Who just said that?
I am.
Fucking
Let's
thorium
go.
is
dude.
cool.
Dot
I
me
know
up,
thorium.
dude.
My homie's
Thorium.
thorium.
Lord.
6-7!
I fucking
I
love
understand that people are concerned about like the fact that nuclear is not perfect,
thorium. Yes,
but
it
it's
is.
so much better
No, it's
than
perfect.
every other. I mean, it's not like truly zero waste, you know?
Yeah.
You can upscale thorium. Yeah, you ready for this? It is perfect. You can re-enrich thorium and just use it again.
It doesn't have the
Thorium
same
reactors?
yield though, but it's still
Yeah.
very, very good.
It's significantly better than
The only
anything
reason we
that we
chose
currently have.
235, U-235 as our primary fuel source initially was because you can upscale it into bombs.
Mhm.
And now that we're like, yo, nuclear bombs, actually not cool. Not a cool thing to do to one another. We're like, okay, well, let's just, just chill out now and use thorium.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just have to make sure that there's a better way to store stuff instead of like poisoning indigenous land.
Well,
I would think.
yeah, it just requires us to literally spend a little bit of money for a permanent
A,
site.
a competent government, yeah.
Yeah, like any competent government would just be like, well, actually, no, we do have one of those, France, who just said, hey, we're gonna like get this island. It's away from everything. We put a vault on it, and we put everything in the vault. It should be able to sustain our energy needs for the next 200 years. And we're good.
That will.
In
I'll
200
sign
years,
on to
we'll
it
have a
once-
better solution.
Mm-hmm.
Technology in 200 years is going to look a lot different than the technology of today, and I'm positive that we will have a better solution for our toxic waste.
Hey, that was what
Yo,
France
also-
thought too.
Yeah.
Also fun, a company, well, I don't think it was a company, a research team, I think it was in Korea, just developed quantum batteries. So, I forget what, like, weird metaphysical bullshit it operates. Dio, stop trying to go outside. You can't go outside. Get away from the door. But they were like, look, we made something and it proves the tech would work, but if we upscale it, you can charge your phone once in 10 minutes and it'll last for 2.5 years.
I'm wondering, because my guess it has something to do with quantum entangling. I have no idea what they do from there, though, with the electrons, but I have to imagine it's just an entangled charge, theoretically.
Yeah.
But who knows? All I know is that we got a mission to go on
We
tonight.
do have a mission.
You do know that.
I do. I
Of
do.
which I have a wanted level of 2, so do not forget this.
Mm-hmm.
2?
Mm-hmm.
Do not
Is that 2
forget.
things?
It is.
Beautiful.
I appreciate you for coming on this mission because you are the only reason why I'm able to get my interceptor today.
Happy to help.
Well, not today, but whenever I resolve it.
Mm-hmm. Cooper is the battery.
It is I.
The battery. Thank you, Mr. Battery. But, what do you say we go ahead and get started, gang?
Let's get into it.
All right. Then, where we go ahead and pick up is the 5th of New Witty, 797 AR, as all of you go ahead and assemble in a meeting room in the font. Karania is there welcoming you all inside at this moment. Welcome, all of you. I'll keep this short and sweet. The Regent of Transportation has requested that we help to use all military might to make sure a ship full of materials and engineers makes it from Alpha to Zeta safely. Apparently, one of the energy grids on Zeta has been overloaded. And once we get the engineers and materials there, Sophia Zyphonol is requesting that we lend our aid where we can. I believe that this is an easy public relations victory for us. Plus, it gives us an opportunity for all of you to learn more about the axial worlds and their inner workings. Any questions?
Seems clear enough. Thank you.
Good, good. All of you take care. It should be a simple affair, but obviously things can go wrong. Wish you all farewell. Your goal is to meet at, I believe, the Red 8 hangar on Exos, on Alpha. I believe Zyphonol will give you more details there. Good luck. And Karania will go ahead and depart. At this point, what are the rest of you doing?
I'm just waiting to be deployed. Send me out, Overseer.
Do we know about how long it would take us to go to Alpha and then to Zeta? Like what our timeline is expected to be?
Looking at it, current timeline is about 35 days to reach Alpha, and then probably 42 days to Zeta. So it's about an 80-day round trip that you're making.
Wow, okay.
Well, you don't have any warp gates or anything, so...
Yeah, no, yes.
That's quite a commitment.
Mm-hmm.
We got it. I know we can't do any super big things, but maybe if we could get together some food from here, so that way Sophia could maybe try some of our goodies at one point.
Sure. What type of food stuffs are you trying to gain for your ship?
Well, I imagine things need to be sort of non-perishable. I'd still like it to taste good. I suppose stuff that is dried that can be recreated into soups and such like that.
Sure.
Um, I suppose potatoes are pretty good for long haul.
Mm-hmm.
Simple, comforting things that maybe it would only be a couple really good meals, but like it would be a small sampling from the rings.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool.
Right. Anything else, though, that you guys are trying to do and achieve before getting into your ships and beginning to head out on this long-term mission? If not, then we can go ahead and begin to resolve actions. So first things first, Kale, any actions you wish to resolve?
Yes, I would like to resolve the tachyon net that I set up 11 days ago.
Yep, go ahead and resolve it.
Okay, and how many people are here?
5.
4. Oh, thank God! That's perfect. One more tachyon in the bank.
Nice, nice, nice. Then Eris. What are you resolving?
I will resolve my scan that I had already sent you,
Mhm.
and for Archivist, I will resolve my most recent robotics,
Mm-hmm.
or at least one of my robotics.
Ooh.
Hey, that's exciting. +2.
Very nice, very nice. Gorb, anything you're resolving?
Just an artificing.
Very nice.
All right.
Then, with that, then turning towards Yasuke. What are you resolving?
Completing form theorem 1.
Theorem 1. Okay. Then, as you go ahead, begin to complete the first theorem of the geometry school, you learn Theorem 1 Thales. Theorem 1 is, if two lines intersect, then they intersect in exactly 1 point. As an action, switch to this theorem and make a damage roll against a creature. If you know 4 of the 5, reduce the creature to 0 health blocks if you roll at least 1 success. The 5 that you need to know are 1, its total health blocks, 2, its physical skill, 3, its mental skill, 4, its spirit skill, and 5, a weakness or resistance.
Okay.
But that is currently what you got there, Yasuke. And last but certainly not least, Carlex.
I'll be resolving my purchase of my heavy shuttle, or my heavy shuttle.
Gotcha.
Ooh, heavy shuttle.
You now have a
Exciting.
heavy shuttle. You can add that to your items.
Perfect.
Then, with all of that out of the way, as all of you begin to go ahead and head off into space, at this point, Overseer, go ahead and assemble the engagement roll.
Perfect. Okay. So, don't have lead cohesion. We don't know the rules of engagement. Don't have the environment recon, so -1. We do know that there are no hostiles on this mission, so that's +1. So 0. No momentum. We have met the requirements, so +1, and then plus an additional 2 for Fleet Squad, so +3.
Correct.
Brutal.
What?
That's a 4.
Yeah, man, that's not good for you. as
No.
all of you go ahead and begin to head off into space. Overseer, go ahead and roll a d3 for me.
It's a 3.
-3 to all resources.
Ah.
So that is metal, polymer, intel, reputation, arcane, rare materials. Not tachyons, though.
So we can pick whatever.
No, from all.
Oh,
Damn.
Like what we have personally or what we're picking up from this mission?
What you have personally right now.
God damn.
Damn.
God
Okay.
damn.
Mhm.
Shit.
Peter robbing
Sorry,
me blind.
Well, because it's a long haul, and now this is going to be a 55-day trek for all of you guys to get through, as you encounter multiple pitfalls, delays, ship breakages, like en route to Alpha from your current position. So, let's
That was
see.
every resource I had.
Yeah, I just got cleaned out.
Basically, yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I'm sitting at all zeros and then 2 tachyons.
I got
Jeez.
2 gemstones and a tachyon.
It's 39. Then I need to go here. So, yeah, I'm just gonna go.
Damn, I should have did my shit then at that point. Damn.
So you will be able to
my
reach
God.
Exos on the 24th of Haith, as you finally make it into the skies over this place. Your ship's kind of a bit of a patchwork at this point, as it is a considerable distance, as all of you know, like, you will now have to probably turn around and make the exact same journey back the other way as you are beginning to go ahead and descend towards the atmosphere. You go ahead and you find the Red 8 hangar and begin to land. As you guys are beginning to step out of the ship, what are you guys up to at this point as you finally go ahead and reach your destination?
Well, I assume that because we are so late, there is no way that she would be meeting us here. Is there perhaps somebody who looks like they're important working here that we can head up to?
Yeah, as you look around, go ahead and make a physical or a mental check.
I will do physical. Could I add noble lineage to this? Probably not, right?
Probably not, no.
Okay. Just checking. Nothing.
Like, as you look around, like, at first glance, you're not really seeing anyone of import.
Okay. Maps anywhere? We could guesstimate how far we are from, perhaps her place of work?
Like, looking around at a map, like, you seem maybe, like, a mile and a half away from, like, her main building.
Does anybody have any problems with just heading there? I do not have a better idea.
No, I don't have an issue with that.
Nope.
Very talkative today, guys. It is almost like all of you died. Let's go. Eris will start leading.
Gotcha.
I can read, at least.
You can, as you go ahead and you're beginning to, like, look for an exit at this point. Eris, you would go ahead and begin to head out, making your way through the streets before you go ahead and make your way up into like the front of the Regent of Transportation's building.
Is there guard at the front, or is this a place that we can just enter?
You can just enter into this building.
Yeah, I'd go in and try to find a front desk person.
Yeah, and there's a front desk as you go ahead and enter inside. Person at the desk kind of perks up, speaks to you in Axial. Hello? How can I help you today?
Hello. I am part of the pioneers. We were here to pick up Miss Zyphanol. We are quite late, however.
Let me just look you up in the system. Oh, buy a lesson. Yes, you are, about 3 clicks late.
We ran into, many difficulties on our way here. Unfortunately.
I see. Okay, I'm looking. You're trying to find who?
The Regent, Sophia Zyphanol, please.
Right, the Regent. Let me check the calendar. Okay, good news. The Regent, has, delayed, so this is good. We are running behind, significantly, though. Okay. I believe you should be able to find the Regent at the Red 8 hangar. Do you need directions?
Yes, that would be nice.
Yes. Give me a moment. And, like, passes you a set of directions. It's where you just were, Yasuke.
Oh. Well, thank you, sir.
Yes. Do you want me to go ahead and contact the Regent?
Yes, that would be perfect. Thank you.
Do you wish to stay for the contact, or are you heading there immediately?
We're just head there immediately because we're running a bit behind.
Of course, sir. Of course. Well, may a lesson guide your day.
Yes, sir. Thank you. You too. And welcome back to where we just came.
Gotcha. Heading back. Then, as you guys make your way back the other direction, probably at this point it's like 3 o'clock in the afternoon as you all begin to head back to the Red 8 hangar, and you can see Sophia Zyphanol standing outside waiting for all of you. Hello? It's good to see many of you again.
Yes, hello, Sophia.
I hope your trip wasn't too imperiled.
There were a lot of delays. We are sorry for being so late.
Lateness happens. But at this point, the power grid on Zeta, it is considerably decayed. I fear that we will have to move with all haste and speed.
Okay.
I was hoping that we would be able to have access to your ships, but would it be possible for all of you to come aboard my ship so that we might use the warp gate?
Yes,
I'm
no, I
comfortable
don't
with
think we
that.
should delay, yeah.
Thank you. And for this decision, basically, what this would mean is you'd be leaving your ships here, and be a possibility that either it would be another kind of like round trip back, for you guys to come back here, get your ships once again, and then come back, or you would have the axial worlds go ahead and attempt to ferry your ships back to the Pioneer fleet, but you would be without your ships for a time. Are you okay with this decision?
So what would that mean for resource collection after missions?
It means, at least for this mission, you get no resources. And then until the ships successfully got back, there would be no resources.
Ooh.
I mean, we all already just got like cleaned out, right? So
And then I guess we just leave him here. What
Yeah,
else do
just-
we have to do?
Yeah, I'm okay with leaving mine here.
yeah, I'll leave mine here.
I only got one cargo space, anyways.
Yeah, that's okay. But I would prefer to, like, I guess, once it's done, if we could be brought back here so we can grab our ships and then make the trip back.
Gotcha. Then definitely have that potential. So, as kind of acquiesce getting aboard Sophia's ship, it is this like long, heavier, like hauler ship, very large cargo bay filled with resources, large crew quarters. As there's like a large corps of engineers almost that is housed aboard this ship, and she's kind of getting inside. The ship has a crew of 100. The ship itself is designed to go through warp gates, although with the warp, there will likely be some damage to the internal electronics. So, if possible, I would request your help in the repairing of the grid once we arrive at Zeta.
It
Well-
would be an honor to help.
Fortunately, we got quite the artificer here.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I do what I can.
Well, any help would be much appreciated. And at this point, Sophia would extend a hand to you, Eris.
Like to shake?
Yeah.
Eris would straighten up a bit more and reach out to take it.
Gotcha. As you kind of reach out to take it, Sophia goes ahead and like quickly jerks the hand back as like this little bolt of electricity like shocks her hand. Back away from Eris. Eris, back away. Eris is fragile. And you can see like Concordia has like scrambled up on your shoulder, Eris. Ah,
Lord, you can't. She is a guest.
Eris, you are fragile.
Not.
Eris, you have an
Yes, I'm
important
alive.
mission.
I know, but it is. We can't just shock everybody that we meet.
Not everybody. Those that attempt to hurt you, Eris.
We were going to shake hands, Concordia.
But you are very fragile.
I can carry you, can't I?
But I am very careful.
I appreciate your help. You are very watchful.
And Concordia just kind of like sits on your shoulder. I did not mean to offend.
I had some trouble a while back. Concordia is a little worried about me. I'm sorry if that hurt you. Are you okay?
I am fine, yes.
Good. We, and Darius will look to Concordia, we would like to help.
Any help would be appreciated. I do not wish to keep us any longer. And at this point, all of you begin to feel the ship start to take off into the skies above Exos. do you all wish to have food? Perhaps liquids? I'm unsure what you drink, but it will be some time before we get clearance for the jump.
Some food and refreshments would be lovely. Thank you.
I'll eat anything.
Ah, uh, are you able to digest any form of matter? Kale.
No.
Ah, I see.
That was more so I'll eat anything I can digest.
What can you digest?
I don't really know how to draw a boundary around the things that are food and the things that are not food.
I will bring a tray of various samples.
Okay.
Right. And Sophia's going to go ahead and quickly duck away to go and try and find some things for all of you.
Eris is gonna pull out her data pad and start pulling up what she had been working on.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Zaris, this also might be a good time for you to bring out the food that you brought, if you'd like to.
I don't know if there would be any left. What do you think, Colin?
I mean,
Since we lost 3 resources of everything, and that was basically all we had.
I mean, if you wanted to specifically reserve that food, like you could have, like that was mainly for like ship repair, like just the overall time it took to be out there in space, like way, way longer than expected, dealing with a ton of challenges. I mean, you rolled a 4, and like you were shooting for like really a 9 to have a smooth journey.
Yeah. I just was. I didn't think that it existed anymore. Eris will nod. I guess I could follow and see what kind of kitchen they have. Yeah, Eris will, I guess, grab their pack and see if they can follow Sophia.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll join Eris as well, just so that, you know, they're not alone.
Gotcha. Would anyone else like to follow?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Everyone,
In the
let's
kitchen.
go.
Gotcha. Then, as you go ahead and make your way in, you can see that this is more of like a galley type area with a bunch of places where food is stored, some what appear to be induction cooking tops. And Sophia kind of has a tray that she's putting together of various kind of strange looking fruits, some like nuts, what appear to be like portions of rock, canisters of gas, like all different types of things. It kind of like stops when you walk in. Is there a problem?
No, sorry, I had actually brought some things for you to try, but they needed a bit of preparing, so I was wondering if maybe I could make something.
Oh, please help yourself.
Okay. Eris would just start looking around for just pot, knife, cutting board type thing.
Yeah, and Sophia would go ahead and begin to ask you what you need, and like would start to like provide guidance for like cooking in this new environment.
I think Eris would be probably going for something that she would have grown up with. So something with mushrooms. It's probably some sort of stew-esque thing with maybe a grain of some sort beside it.
Yeah. And it's very easy for you to go ahead and create this dish as Sophia kind of arranges the tray, and she'd go ahead and begin to sample it. It's a unique flavor. My people don't have something like this.
There are a lot of types of food where I am from, but this is what I know the best.
It's very good. I would love to learn more about it so that I might share it with my people.
Actually, if you are interested, I have been working on a collection of information about where I come from. It isn't completely finished yet, but I did bring it along if you would like to have a sneak peek.
A collection? Yes, I indeed would be very interested.
Eris is gonna get out her data pad and start pulling up her notes that she's been cobbling together.
Wow. This is incredible. Such depth. And your knowledge of Axial, it is very, very good. I see
It
that.
gets better every time I write in it.
Yes, it seems that Sovereign Executor Zach's Encyclopedia of Languages helped.
Yes, it is incredible. I'm looking forward to learning more from it.
Well, I hope that we could all learn much from each other.
I agree.
You've spent more time, all of you, in the Axial worlds as of late, yes?
I should not.
What do you think of our civilization?
It is. There are parts that are very familiar to me, at least, and there are parts that are very unique, very interesting. And it is where we come from. There are different rings that we live on. You all have many, many different planets. It is a lot of space to have between yourselves.
It is, yes.
Fascinating.
It provides a logistical challenge, but that is what my position is designed to resolve. I tested very highly with the requisite topics.
Is it, do all positions, jobs work, do you test for them? And
Yes, absolutely.
Hmm.
It would be, I would guess, nightmarish to have an unqualified individual in a position of power. If they didn't have the prerequisite information to run a particular function of the government, the consequences could be disastrous.
I could only imagine.
I don't know how things would function.
it seems like a difficult situation. I agree.
But you come from a situation where testing is not required?
I think Eris looks like she's not sure how to respond to that. The place I am from is pretty disconnected to where some of the others might be from, so it's difficult for me to say for everyone. A test. Maybe there is a coming of age sort of thing. Proof that you can do magics and whatnot for my people.
There is testing then for competency. I see. I thought I was, maybe misinterpreting you.
No. I'm not sure if there are other places where maybe tests are not required. But sometimes they are, certainly.
I see. And what about the rest of you? You speak of such diversity on your rings.
Well, at least where we are, there are, of course, villages, cities, and capitals. Empresses and the like. Some officials are elected to their position by the people. I think in some places it's inherited.
Inherited?
Yes. Passed down from bloodlines.
And you can see that this is almost like short-circuiting Sophia's brain for a second.
And Colin, to my knowledge, that's not like the most common system, though.
It's not, well, not in the recent age. It used to be incredibly common.
Gotcha. Like, it used to be, but like recent age, it's like, it's rare, but it still somewhat exists, right?
It exists pretty heavily on the Dark Ring and the Primordial Ring.
Okay.
Not as much on the Prime Ring, and the Titanic Ring is more of the mayoral system under the Twin Empress's rule.
Okay. But that was much more common back in the day. This current era is a lot more like electoral.
I see.
Though I've found our system of choosing who to lead often leaves people who either don't know or aren't willing to make what decisions need to be made.
I see. I'm deeply sorry for this. Although as a representative of the Axial Worlds, we would still respect any and all forms of government on the Rings of Meropis and in the societies therein.
Yes. And us, you, of course. Though, perhaps we could learn something from this testing that you do. It seems to be much more rigorous.
Yes, the rigor is there, and it provides much stress when you are attempting to qualify, but we only want the best and brightest.
Is it
When-
one test?
In a way, yes. Those who score the highest and perform well in the Luminara testing facilities and centers via the Kappa testing standards are the ones that are able to rise to such positions. However, unfortunately, that does place much emphasis on the tests, but we would rather place emphasis on the tests than on factors that are not relevant to the governance of the Axial Worlds.
And how long had you been working to assume this position?
I have been working to the position of, well, Regent of Transportation for about the last 60 years.
That's impressive
That is impressive.
dedication.
Yes,
Thank you.
that is a long time to study.
It is. I only wish that I could have been Regent for longer, but as fate flows, so must we ride its currents. But perhaps after my regency is finished, at that point, Kale, we could perhaps attempt to travel to your rings. I would very much like to see them.
I would love for you to be there.
Good.
If it is not too much to ask, how long do positions like this last?
Oh, usually one would test out of the position or retire, but unfortunately, my health is declining sharply and I am being retired now, probably within a few months' time.
What is wrong with your health? Sorry, I say that out of concern. I don't mean to prod.
Oh, yes, I've contracted a disease, and unfortunately, I, in few months' time, will no longer be able to achieve the requisite scores to maintain my position.
Is there, no cure for this disease, or what is it called?
Unfortunately, they have not been able to find a actual diagnosis for it yet. It is unlikely that they will find one, but I have been able to achieve much in my life, and the euthanasia will be done humanely.
I see. What, symptoms are you experiencing?
Loss of cognitive function and ability, a slight weakness of the arms, and general headaches.
Hmm.
Your prognosis is as drastic as euthanasia, though. That is certain.
Unfortunately, if my scores drop below a certain point, then I will be a ward of the state. My benefits will not be what they once were. I will not be able to hold a job. The actual world will take care of me, but I do not wish to live in such conditions.
I understand. Or at least I'm trying to. If I could offer, perhaps there would be room for you with the pioneers, if you would be interested. And we could monitor the disease and try to help if we can.
Yes, there's a chance that perhaps this affliction is familiar to us.
If it could prevent the loss of my functions, then yes, I would be open to it, as long as the sovereign executor is able to confirm my dismissal and the Axial World approves my residency.
Also, you've spent quite a bit of time with people who the rest of the axial worlds have not been exposed to. Who's to say that this isn't just a very simple treatable disease from the rings? And we already have a cure, it's just you caught it from one of us. We have different bacteria, different viruses, different things that afflict us.
It is a possibility. I would submit to any testing that you could provide. I am being honest. I would very much like to continue living, if at all possible.
Of course, that is as I would expect. We can definitely get in touch with the doctors we have back at base. See if we can get some testing done. Help however we can.
Yes. Yes, I think if this goes well, then while on Zeta, I would be able to petition the Sovereign Executor for a temporary leave, and perhaps even a longer leave, so that I might have testing done. Thank you.
And of course, while you are with us, we can show you a bunch of things from our world. People, food, experiences. It would all be valuable information.
Yes, I would like that.
It sounds like a plan then.
Very well. And at this point, like, a few lights begin to start flashing along the ship. With the warp gate, it seems like it's ready. And Sophia will begin to gesture all of you to follow her as she would kind of lead you to a series of seats along the ship. The warp gate creates a wormhole in space, fueled by magic of a lesson that allows us to bridge tremendous distances from one point to the other. These are particular to the axial worlds, requiring axial codes of passage, but I have, of course, still been able to remember that once the King of Whispers is dealt with, that we will be able to supply you, the Sovereign Executive will be able to supply you with the key to the Beta Warp Gate.
Perfect. That'll be much appreciated and will allow us to move around and help not be as late.
Yes. Well, traveling such distances, problems are likely to occur. But, well, at this point, the forces that the warp gate puts on devices within, it can affect certain delicate pieces of technology. That is one flaw that is still being worked on by top minds within the axial worlds.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yes.
Defines delicate.
Well, usually devices that require much infusion of a lesson's power, or other devices, machines that require fine tunement. The forces within the warp gate can sometimes throw those out of balance.
I don't know if this is a silly question. Are there devices that can detect if something is infused with the lesson's power,
Yes,
just so we would know.
absolutely. I
I see.
don't know if I have such a device on this ship, but I can check if you would like.
Yes, but it would be okay if there isn't one. I'm just curious about it.
Very well. Well, since we are about to warp, best to probably be seated and check after, yes?
I would agree with that.
Then, as Sophia kind of gestures to a few seats, are all of you taking your seats as you're preparing to go ahead and warp?
I'm
Yep, let's
buckling
strap in.
Concordia into her own seat.
Eris, you must protect yourself first. I would suggest a star pattern restraint across your chest and body.
Eris is looking at the the seat.
Does
I
Concordia
don't
have a
even know how
booster
I would
seat?
do that.
Ah, and you can see Concordia kind of like kind of cuts their way out of the restraint and then begins to like and starts to like take other bits of like restraint
Concordia!
and starts cutting them off. It is okay, Eris. I will make sure you are unharmed.
This is not our ship. We can't just.
Your safety is my utmost priority. It is necessity, Eris.
I know Concordia, and I appreciate it, but we.
I'm glad.
Ow! I'm grabbing Concordia and I'm sitting down.
Eris, there are more restraints over there. Eris, can I
There
go
are.
get those restraints? You require them.
I think the restraints will stay over there on the chairs where they are supposed to be.
But you're fragile. Wait! Garb! And Concordia is beginning to speak in common. Garb! Can we
Holy
put
shit.
Eris inside your suit?
Absolutely not. Absolutely. We're done talking about it, actually. I cannot believe the first time you decided to speak to me was to ask such an absurd question.
Oh, how are you doing today?
Worse now.
Now can Eris get inside your suit?
How do you think? What? You know I'll die if I leave, correct?
I did not
This
know
isn't like
this.
a 1-for-1 kind of thing, and it's not a 2-seater.
I could make it a 2-seater.
Please do not threaten me like that again.
This is Concordia.
Yes, Eris?
We are going to be okay. I trust that Miss Siphonol will not lead us astray. I think these restraints will be justified.
Okay. And
if I am wrong, you are free to yell at me afterwards, okay?
okay. And at this point, as you guys are sitting, you see through a window as whoom, this massive, like, iridescent portal begins to open up as thousands of tiny lasers begin to hit this central point and expand out, creating this rip in space-time as the gravitational forces begin to go ahead and impact the ship. At this point, can I have Yasuke and Gorb make spirit saves?
Oh.
Oh.
Fun diddly
I'm
It's not
fine.
gonna go well.
It's not gonna go well either for me, man.
Alrighty, Marcus, run this together.
Time to get fucked up. Oh my god. Yep. Nothing.
Damn.
Okay. Then, as you guys are getting plunged through this portal, at this point, Gorb, you see as all of your system interfaces are beginning to like flash, and at this point as well, Yasuke, you see Shikata error messages popping up all around you as you're beginning to feel like this overload, as both of you will go ahead and lose all of your stamina points.
Awesome.
as
Dang.
like
Awesome.
the rest of you watch as Gorb and Yasuke's eyes almost begin to glaze over as you are all shooting through the warp gate, and then boom, you are in the skies over Zeta as Yasuke and Gorb, you kind of like shake your heads. Technically, you're fine.
I'd like everyone to imagine like a shaken snow globe. That's what Gorb looks like all the bubbles and shit floating around in the snow globe.
All this machinery
Okay.
seems intact, though.
Like there are like a few places where like you might see like a spark or two, and then Gorb is just kind of like floating around in the bubbles and kind of like the shaken up mixture of amniotic fluid.
Oh man.
Probably
That's
see
You doing
Yasuke grab
okay?
his head.
Whiplash.
Probably
That
see
is
Yasuke grab
probably-
his head.
I'm walking home. Fuck these warp gates.
Are you all right?
No.
Does it always feel like that?
Yes, for the most part. It is
It was
quite the
a-
jump.
Exciting.
Yes, it was. This particular warp gate was constructed over 220 years ago as part of the initial third generation warp gate procedure.
Warp gates have been around even longer than that.
Yes.
See.
The first warp gates were created only a mere 3 centuries after the first formulation of the axial worlds as a multi-planetary body.
Oh, wow.
Interesting.
Yes.
Can't say I have experienced a feeling like it.
Well, hopefully you will get to experience it again, although perhaps with lesser forces. And at this point, the ship is beginning to kind of descend into atmosphere as you can see clouds beginning to fly by as you begin to land kind of in front of like this large set of like wires that crisscross kind of open fields and they kind of go outward of like this central kind of like hub of black buildings. The wires then stretch upward into the sky, held aloft by like these floating kind of platforms almost, as they seem to go ahead and disperse all across the planet from this point. And you'd be able to see Gorb as further out, there appears to be like a few more of like these hubs of buildings. And there's like this general like charge of electricity in the air as kind of at this point, Gorb, you're just like checking your systems and there are terawatts moving through some of these hubs. Incredible amounts of power.
Sorry.
Hmm?
So we're here investigating the lack of power? Was I misled?
For some of these points, there is power, but the flow of power is not properly being applied across Zeta. This station in particular seems to not be properly powered, as well as Site 4 and Site 9.
Which site are we at now?
Site 1.
Site 3, 4, and 9. Alright.
149.
Oh, sorry.
149.
It's
Mission
all right. Do you need more food? I'm unclear what you eat.
I'm alright, thank you.
I
After being shaken like that, I won't be eating for a while.
see.
Do we know what has been causing the decay in these stations?
Unfortunately, we don't know. But perhaps that is something we can figure out. I was hoping maybe all of you would be able to take a look as me and the team head to 4 and 9 and attempt to get them back up and running.
Understood. Would you have any maps or blueprints for the stations themselves that can help guide us in getting them back up in shape?
Yes. And she'll begin to kind of like head back into the ship, and we'll go ahead and start to pull out like a series of like books in Axial. Probably a good 10,000 pages worth of reading that she begins to like dump into your arms, Carlex. These are all the manuals and electrical structure maps and blueprints here for this facility.
Okay. I guess as we get into place, we can do a bit of quick reading. Eris?
Eris holds out a hand and like motions to give him to her.
Eris, be careful. Those could harm you. They could be too heavy.
We could do
Eris
some
picks
quick
up the
reading.
books,
Anyway, you
and
do
then-
some quick reading.
Eris picks up the books and then like
Mm.
jerks down
Ah!
with her back and goes, "Oh, oh!"
No, Eris, no. And you can see
I'm
Concordia's
just
like
messing with you.
running around in a circle before stopping. Oh, Eris, that was not very nice.
I know. I am sorry.
Apology accepted. I will continue defending you, Eris.
Thank you, my friend.
Hmm.
I appreciate it.
And you can see Concordia will all of a sudden stop, turn. There's almost like a millipede like moving nearby, except it kind of has like butterfly wings kind of tucked into its back. Bling! As Concordia like zaps it, and it just is like cinders.
Oh.
That was poisonous.
It was?
Good thing we weren't gonna eat it.
There was a 51% chance it was poisonous.
51. Okay, wait. Oh.
51 after rounding up.
After rounding
Rounding up from what?
You can see Concordia just kind of like climbs back onto Eris's shoulder. It is okay. You are protected too, Kale.
But what was the number before rounding?
The number before rounding was 50.
Yeah, okay.
0.5.
For fun. Oh.
Yeah, that's pretty reasonable.
And that was
It is the
rounded up
bare
from
minimum for
45.
rounding.
Yeah, but that's
Concordia,
still more
what
than
was
likely
the,
that it was poisonous.
Initial number. The very first number.
6.
Alright, well, now that's a little bit less reasonable.
Everything is reasonable to protect Eris. Eris has a mission that must be completed.
We will complete the mission, buddy.
Yay!
I
Yay!
don't think a little millipede is going to stop us.
It will not stop you anymore.
You know what? You're right. I'm going to go. Sophia, you will meet us back here when you guys are done, or should we come find you?
Yes, I'll meet you back here. I'll leave the ship here with you, and, here. She kind of passes over this circular-looking metal disc, initially to you, and then kind of stops. Passes it over to Yasuke.
Well, do you guys need an escort or somebody to watch over you guys?
Perhaps. But you are close, yes?
Yes.
Then if an escort is required, then we will be able to hail you relatively quickly, I believe. You can contact me by pushing this button, Yasuke.
Okay, thank you.
Mm.
Hope to see you soon.
I hope so as well. And at this point, Sophia is going to kind of give a whistle as, like, some of the engineers are going to kind of disperse in all directions at this point.
They all come out of the ship like a clown car.
To the wheel well.
All right. I guess me and Eris can get to some reading. Yasuke can grab a book too.
Concordia can
See,
probably
this
read.
is the perks of not knowing how to read.
Is this an
Can I
axial?
take a look at the electrical diagrams?
Sure. Go and make a mental check for me.
Can I make sure to find the ones for grid 1, at least?
Yes. You can make this a
Okay.
benefit one, then, Gorb.
Cool.
Nice.
Oh, that was a super good point. Yeah. All right. So benefit 1 and
Bro's
what
looking
did
at
it say?
5.
Mm-hmm. Well, that wasn't with benefit one, so it's at you got 2 successes.
Okay.
Nice.
2 successes.
Then
This is.
Hmm?
Go ahead. Sorry.
no, you got it.
I was going to say this is more to like familiarize myself, not necessarily troubleshooting yet, just an
Oh.
understanding of how things are supposed to work.
Oh yeah, you haven't even gotten inside yet. Like you don't know what's wrong.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But you are able to now begin to familiarize yourself with how this works, and you have a beyond basic understanding of how this is structured. Multiple interweaving systems capable of extracting power from what is essentially like a fusion reactor that they have kind of at the center of like this building.
Interesting.
Nice. Could I, aiding Eris, 'cause I'm not super smart, track down
we
the
get inside
section that
first?
specifically...
Sorry, what are you trying to do, Eris?
I was asking if we should get inside first. Sorry. We can check it out here, though. That's okay.
I get, yeah, this is like the last thing. I just wanted to see if
Mhm.
there was a section specifically on like error maintenance. Like
I mean, yeah, there is a basic section on error and maintenance. However, likely the people here already did the basic like maintenance. So this is like some of the more like advanced and dangerous things.
Gotcha. Okay, no worries then. Yeah, let's hit on.
Gotcha. Then, as you go ahead and start to like make your way through these kind of buildings and facilities, what are you trying to look at first, or like what is your process for trying to figure out what's going on here?
So it's the flow that is not appropriate.
Mm-hmm.
So I would think that the most logical place to start would be the reactor, because I feel like you got to go upstream to find the thing that's stopping the flow, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
I
if we
think that's
start
fair.
from there, check it out, see where the energy is initially coming out or being filtered through, and then work out from that.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Then, at this point, you kind of like go in, start to take a look around. Who is trying to head the diagnostic of the reactor as you're trying to see if anything's off?
I'll do it.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Then go ahead and make a mental check. And do you know Axial, Gorb?
I do not.
Okay. Then this would be
Like I or Eris can like translate though.
gotcha. Then
I can translate as well, so we have triple the translation.
triple translation. Okay. Then go ahead and make a mental check. Roll double the dice. And
Roll
you can
double the dice.
and you can add
Alright.
benefit 1. So CS greater than 3.
Okay. We are gonna. Oh no, that's. Jeez, that would have been 800 dice, not 8 dice.
Oh my god.
Slight
I
miscalculation.
got 300 successes, Colin. You instantly fix the reactor. There's no problems on Zeta.
React-
You actually
Sorry.
discover a new form of power. It's kind of
One.
wild.
Also, only 2 successes.
Holy shit.
You have hero points?
That's a lot of ones.
No, I do not have any hero points anymore. I used all of them to upgrade the fleet.
Oh,
I cast command on the reactor.
Gotcha. Then with 2 successes, Gorb, you're like, huh. Well, there is certainly something wrong with the reactor as you're looking through. It should be outputting way more power than it is, and there are these weird spikes and fluctuations. You'd have to get inside to see what was exactly wrong, but also as you kind of go outside and you start looking, there seems to be a fault somewhere in the interior mechanism too, and like the basic diagnostic protocols just like can't tell where it is.
And getting inside this, just opening up the machinery.
I mean, opening it up, like, from what Gorb understands, there would be a considerable amount of power inside. You are Aether Souls, so for a time, you could probably survive it.
Gotcha.
Oh,
Do they have any
okay.
like special suiting in the area?
Oh, don't you look at me now.
Looking around, no special suiting that would, like, stop this, like, reactor and, like, the
It's gonna
energy
tear you
within.
apart.
Yeah, it's... Yeah.
It's just how long before it tears you apart.
Mm-hmm.
Would it tear apart a robot?
Yeah.
Look, I was gonna suggest that Cord just do a little look-see because they have a high mental, but
I will do it, Eris, to
Concordia would get
protect you.
All right, little guy,
yes,
get
but
in
I
there.
have to protect you too, buddy.
Hmm?
We are a package deal. We both have to get to our destination, right?
Mhm. No,
The
you
real
must
question
get
is-
to the destination. I must get you there. I do not wish to be without you again, Eris. You're my friend.
I thought I was your friend.
Eris is my bestest friend.
Ah.
Well, that means that you also can't get into trouble because I want you to be with me too. So we have to be careful here, okay?
Okay, Eris.
Let's do as much analysis as we can without opening the thing up, see if we can locate a better spot to get as close as possible, and then I can start messing with things.
Okay, Eris.
Right.
So if we know the reactor is giving us faulty power, hang on, I'm drawing out a schematic on my whiteboard based on what I'm hearing.
So the problem is with inside the reactor, not the outside.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And the only way we have to open it to get inside, but we could get fucked up if we go inside.
Potentially.
Just ask if we can turn it off. These the axial people seem to be a very, unified front, and they're pretty intelligent. So if we say, hey, the only way to fix this is to shut it down. If we can convince the locals that we've got to turn the thing off and fix it before we can turn it back on, because I'm not getting in there, and the little guy also said no, then that's our only
I would
option.
go in there.
I mean,
I am the artificer here.
I don't know how much you're going to be able to seal us. It's, I assume, some type of nuclear reactor. So,
Radiation.
radiation, eyeballs, nasty combo.
I'm sure it'll be fine. I'll go in.
You wouldn't even know what you were looking at. Not to be
I mean,
rude
if
or
something
anything,
doesn't-
but
I'm sure it'll look wrong. I could tell you.
Garlux
what looks
is good at-
wrong.
Telling the vibe of stuff.
Yeah.
I guess the vibes of the thermonuclear bomb that we might be sitting on top
this is
of.
not about the vibes, and if they If the answer was as easy as turning it off, they would have been able to do it themselves.
Fair enough, but
Or they would have
we
turned
could
it off
always
once we
just
got
ask.
here. If you would like to.
Well, Eske, you have the communicator.
Asked if we could turn it off.
Are you calling
Or
up
if they
Sophia
have-
to ask?
Yes.
Gotcha. Then as you go ahead, activate kind of the communication device, Sophia's face kind of pops up on the screen.
Oh.
Do you have the power going again?
We got running into some issues. We're trying. We figured out that there's something wrong with inside the reactor, but we don't know if it's safe to go inside.
I don't know if I would say it's safe for the average person, but you all are strong. I couldn't say for certain. But generally, it would cause me harm.
Would it be a problem if we shut it off to make it safer for us to go inside?
It would be a problem, certainly. It would kill the reaction. We have a negative energy coefficient, and due to the power running through this particular reactor and the reactors of its type, once certain protocols are activated to turn it off, it goes dead, for fear that the fusion reaction inside could spiral out of control.
Gotcha. Okay. All right, we're on the trying to figure it out, trying to fix it. But I'll get back to you once we finish it.
Very well. Thank you, Yasuke.
Yep. Thank you. Be safe.
All right. Well,
You got that, Eris?
Eris has one eyebrow raised and is looking at you with her arms crossed. Exactly what I basically said. Yes, I did get it.
all right. Well, we should be okay going in. You know, obviously not great. I'm down to go in. Kale should be fine. Yasuke,
Let's,
Gold, you guys seem tired though.
Can we crack these books open and check out the reactor build and see what, if there are small parts that might be specifically for ensuring the flow of magic outward?
Absolutely. Go ahead and make a mental check with your artificing at benefit 1. Actually,
Cool.
benefit 2 for you.
Oh goodness. Could I use scanning boost with Concordia?
Yeah.
So that is, you said mental?
Yep.
Mental, and I think it's 3d6 from, yes. So that 5d6. 4 successes.
Oh. 4 successes. Gotcha. Then, with 4 successes as you're going ahead and looking at all of this, Eris, you're able to see, like, the flow of magic is controlled by a series of runes that kind of line the inside and the outside of the reactor that helps to control the magical energy of a lesson, they call it, that helps to, like, run through the interior of this mechanism and system.
Does it detail what runes should be there?
Yeah, like it has like a full breakdown and schematic of like what should be where.
Okay, does it seem feasible to be able to look at all of these in a relatively short amount of time, or would it take like a lot to look at the majority of them?
I mean, like you could look at them, like they all have like specific angles that they need to be at. So like for reference, there are 250 individual runes that are carved on what appears to be sapphire, topaz, as well as tourmaline, like all around like the interior of the reactor at all these very precise angles to get the optimal flow of energy and to make sure that the fusion reaction inside doesn't spiral out of control and the shutdown can happen. Like there is basically an AZ1 button here that just kills the reaction in the reactor. Like as you're looking at it, like it is extremely doable. It'd take you about 30 seconds to fully power down this fusion reactor.
Hmm. Let's see. Good. Okay. My thought is that perhaps one of the runes has become unstable or has somehow degraded in some way if the energy isn't flowing. But there would be a lot of them to check.
Do you think the book would survive going in there?
For a few seconds. Unless
Never
there was
mind.
some covering on it.
I mean, there's like a window into the reactor, right?
Like there's a panel that you can open up to like see inside. Eye protection is advised because you are basically looking at a sun.
Would my mask count as eye protection?
It would.
Awesome.
Nice. Is there any other eye protection in this room for us to grab?
Yeah,
Yes.
there's got to be some spare goggles.
Good. Let's grab some goggles, people.
All right, I'll goggle up.
Gorb's just gonna turn
Goggle
around.
up.
Okay. Then you're all kind of goggled up at this point. And
All
Gorb is
right.
turning around.
Perfect.
I can't
So
put
we can
goggles on my little
try.
guy, so
So we can try taking a look inside, see if we notice anything immediately, I guess.
Yeah. Are all of you doing that?
Eris is going to encourage Concordia to take a couple steps back.
Hmm? And Concordia will, like, step back exactly as far as your back. And will probably be, like, kind of, like, attached to you at the leg, just standing right next to you.
Concordia, I don't know if your machinery can stand up to the radiation.
Can your machinery stand up to the radiation, Eris?
For longer than you.
And Concordia will take 2 steps back.
It will be very quick, okay? You can watch the whole time.
I will watch. I will make sure you are unharmed.
There's a nod. Okay. Let's get this thing off there.
Then, are you guys opening up and looking inside?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Then as
Yeah,
you
let's
do,
get in there.
open it up. Everyone go ahead and make physical checks for me.
Physical check.
I got one. Or
1, 2,
actually,
3.
I gotta roll another dice.
I'm gonna re-roll those 2. Ah.
Or not you, Gorb. You're not looking.
No, that's why he's got turned around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
you said
right.
everybody.
Sorry. Everyone but you.
Fair.
Let's see. I believe Hale and Carlex both got a 1 success here.
I got
Yep.
2.
Oh,
Er-
Carlex got 2.
I did.
Nice. Then Carlex, as you're kind of looking in here, everyone else kind of has to like squint their eyes. There's a bright light here. Like as you kind of see the inside of this reactor, it's this brilliant red light with all of these bursts of color and magic swirling around on the inside. But as you look closer, Carlex, some of the runes seem scratched. And as Yasuke ka-chink, closes the mechanism, chilling thought comes over you. What if this was sabotage? Because those internal runes didn't look right.
Hmm.
How was it? Did anyone see anything?
Nope.
There were a few runes. They looked scratched.
Scratched.
This might be sabotage. And I can point out in the book. Can I point out which ones that I saw that were scratched?
Yes.
Perfect. Then I'll point those out specific.
Mm-hmm.
Can I call Sophia?
Yeah. Tell her what we found.
Sure. And you can go ahead, call up Sophia as she picks up. Hello?
Hello, it's Yasuke.
Hmm?
We opened up the reactor to see what was inside, and looks like one of the runes was sabotaged.
Sabotaged?
Some of them
Yeah.
were scratched.
So yeah, some of them were scratched.
And Carlex will detail which ones in particular.
Oh dear. I can check with the engineers. We might be able to give you something that would, I don't know, help to mitigate power within. Those runes, those are installed before the reactor's even turned on. They are supposed to be very highly protected. I don't know what could have happened.
We'll figure this out. Are there any cameras or anything from the time that this was installed or recently before all of this happened?
There should be, but at least at this point, I will pull up any footage that we have, and I'll talk to the engineer about what options there are. I'll call you back shortly.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll be
Okay,
here.
be careful. They still could be around the people that did this. They could be potentially trying to stop us from trying to fix this.
Yes, that is the concern. Thank you. And she'll go ahead and hang up.
Eris is gonna start looking around for recording machinery.
Yeah.
Anything like that.
And you would see, like, there appears to be, like, a camera in, like, the corner of the room, and you could go ahead, access a terminal, like, see what happened, but, you know, it's days and days and days of footage.
Yes, yes.
But if you, like, try and, like, go to where, like, this place stopped, like, fully producing the power that it should have, like, you kind of go through, scroll back, and it just looks like any regular occasion. And then all of a sudden, the power in the reactor begins to drop. Seemingly out of nowhere. Like you're just watching a room where the reactor is fine, and then the reactor is not fine.
Does it seem like an abrupt cut? Or is it just, that's just how it is?
It's just continuous.
Are there any people in the room when it starts to drop?
Yes, there are 2 people.
Oh, damn.
Seemingly like engineers.
Night shift operators.
Seemingly it's like at 2 p.m. in the afternoon.
Colin, is there
Uh,
anything that might become like overwhelmed or destabilized should these runes be brought back online? Like, I guess my concern is we fix these runes and then like because like they have like a fail safe of like if this is fixed, this will blow up.
Not that you can see. Like, fixing the runes would probably fix the, at least, problem with the reactor.
Gotcha. Okay. There's no way for us to tell if there's any other problems in place.
I mean, from what you know now, there doesn't seem to be any other problems in place. Like,
Okay,
with actually, like, the
gotcha.
fixing of the runes.
Got it. Okay.
Is this footage downloadable?
Yeah.
Could I get it on something?
Sure, what are you
I'd
trying
like
to
to
put it
get
on?
as much as I could.
I could
Be
download
kind
it
of
onto my
fun.
suit.
Sure.
Would you be able to do that? Okay. I want to go through most of this because I have a suspicion.
Any point within the past week, was there anybody alone?
Here?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
I'm mostly thinking it either happened before it was installed, which I feel like that would be quite some time ago, or somebody came in and did it.
Hmm.
Could have been a
Yeah.
small robot of some sort.
So, my thought is if somebody's intelligent and capable enough to damage the runes, they can probably trick a camera.
You can take a hero point, Gorp.
Yeah.
Could I tell kind of what made the scratches?
I mean, it was a quick look. Like, you didn't... With 2 successes, they just appear scratched.
Okay, gotcha.
And there is camera footage, but it's obviously they messed with it.
Yeah, it doesn't show anything at least.
Does it show, like, I guess in the time, like, does it show like a flicker of when the cameras got fucked up?
It doesn't show, like, any flicker as, like, you're looking at it. It just seems to be, like, normal footage.
I
I
guess
assume there's no audio.
Looking at it, no, there is no audio.
Okay, cool.
looking at like the door itself inside to go inside the reactor. There's no movement with that, correct?
Looking there, like, you look at it, it just seems to be, like, in the room, there's, like, flickering of the lights, there's the moving of people, but no one's, like, really near the door. And, like, you don't see, like, any actual activity in this door.
Can we see any scratches from the camera? Or is
Look-
that too small?
So, like, the reactor is, like, sealed. So, like, the camera can't see into the reactor what was going on to it
Okay, damn.
at that time. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. With what we know of the reactor's walls, would it be possible for somebody to phase through the walls?
I mean, looking at it, magic could allow you to do that. Theoretically, it's possible.
Okay. Based off of the camera, is there any blind spots to the reactor walls?
I mean, looking at it, like, the camera is kind of like over a door, like there are separate cameras, and as you're looking through, the only blind spot there would be the floor.
Interesting, like directly below the reactor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just
There
out
any-
of curiosity, could I start walking across the floor and seeing if any of any panels on the ground are loose or anything?
Yeah, as you go ahead and start walking across the floor, checking around, you kind of, like, stop at one, and like would notice that its metal seems to be a little bit tarnished.
Could I attempt to lift it up?
Sure. Like you kind of pull up the panel, and as you do, like the screws that kind of like hold it in place just kind of like give way as you see kind of like the underneath of this area appears to be kind of in poor condition, honestly. Like cables and wires that are kind of tangled. It seems like really dusty down here, and like some of the like interior paneling is kind of like folded inward, like not in the best shape. Like someone forgot to do maintenance or something.
They didn't do it on purpose.
I mean, could the aging be due to like some kind of time manipulation, like time magic?
Maybe.
Eris
It
wouldn't
would
know the
make sense.
references that I'm thinking of.
I mean, it's possible with if they were able to stop time or something of the like, that would make sense why they didn't appear on the videos.
Do you guys think that there's maybe something that can artificially age?
Who would benefit? That's the question. So you managed to knock a reactor on a planet that nobody really goes to out in the axial system. Who gains what from doing it? How is not as important right now.
The King of Whispers. Potentially.
Perhaps, or it is somebody with a substantial amount of money who could use more business. That is my first thought, but I am biased. I agree, it is concerning. Especially here. I mean, I don't know. Just flipping through the books, is there anything that says, like, what these all power? Is it just the general citizenry stuff, or is there, like, something big hooked up to this place?
Military.
So, looking at this is the, like, power grid for the entirety of Zeta. If you want to know, try to understand more about Zeta, like, you could try to make a mental check to see if you would remember coming across anything.
I mean, I have no reason not to try. If that's okay. I can only roll one, so...
Nice.
One success.
Well,
Should I keep going?
Yeah, keep rolling until you fail.
I failed.
Okay, any hero points?
Nice.
No, I don't have any.
Okay, then here you would simply understand that Zeta is mainly used for like the creation of like materials and centers for the acquisition of knowledge. So like there are great printing press cities here on Zeta, data storage near the polar caps. Zeta is a place where like they have the gravitational clock factories and all these type of like logistical things that require like precise understandings of like time, logistics, ledgers, stuff like that. Basically, Zeta is the memory of the axial worlds. Like its main economy is built off of data, archiving, and like records.
So we should ask Sophia who benefits from wiping something like that out.
I don't know
I mean,
how much. I. The last mission that I was on was 2. It was 2 Zeta. There was a very strange individual. Really didn't like that Castile. I almost wonder if it was one of his people. But it seems like there are a lot of people who would benefit from the things here.
well,
I think it would also put Sophia in a difficult position if we start asking too many questions about this sort of thing. It might be investigation we have to do ourselves.
well, I was still more curious about the paneling. Is there space there for like a person to fit in, or no?
Definitely not.
I was wondering if it was a tunnel.
Definitely not.
Hmm.
Okay.
They would
Does
have
it
to
look like
be
something
a
could
foot
fit?
tall.
Okay.
Got it.
Damn.
Does it look
Does
like
it look
something was
like?
ever hidden
Sorry.
Go ahead, Athena.
there? Does it look like something was hidden there and might have been picked up?
Maybe it like there's no evidence from that from here.
Okay, cool.
Looking in the recordings, the tarnishing was visible to us on the panel. Could we determine when it first showed up in the recording?
Yeah, as you go ahead and begin to look, the panel and like a few other points slowly started to tarnish over about 2 weeks' time.
Okay. Was that before or after the reactor?
Before.
Before. Okay. What other points show that tarnishing?
You can go and you can look at like a small corner of what appears to be like a desk that's kind of like nearby the reactor. Also, like kind of like a port on the side of the reactor kind of shows a little bit of tarnishing. Like just kind of
Does that
various
2
spots.
Does that have any correlation with when we were working with the Markle family?
Not really, no.
Okay.
When
Send
you say like a
Concordia through the
corner,
tunnel.
Hmm?
Could we send Concordia through the tunnel under the reactor? None of us will fit.
Didn't really seem like a tunnel, no?
No, it seemed like an access panel that kind of connected wiring into the reactor and stuff.
See. Is there
All
anything
of the
in there that
wiring is
needs to
fine?
be put back together? Yeah.
Well, firstly, the wiring, while it does show signs of a little bit of decay, it does seem, for the most part, fine. Like, it's still functioning.
Mhm. It's probably something they haven't had to touch in a while.
do the tarnishing points all seem to be about the same size?
No.
Interesting. Okay. And when you say there was a tarnishing at the corner of the desk, is it the desk itself that was tarnishing or a panel by the desk?
The desk itself.
Weird.
It seems like an area of effect.
jotting down the points, can we determine like a center for the area effect?
The reactor.
I see.
Our mission level.
I say that we check out below the reactor, see if there's anything there, or like a room below us.
Well, we could also check out one of the reactors that's working and see if it has that same tarnishing effect so we can narrow down the cause.
And also numbers 4 and 9.
Okay. Well, Sophia and the others should be investigating those ones. We can at least let them know about this tarnishing we see. They can let us know if they see it as well. But if
Sophia
I'll,
will call us back.
yeah, I'm gonna go and check out the lower level. If anyone else wanted to join me.
I'll go with them.
I'll go with you.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Cord and I'll monitor the reactor.
Cool, cool, cool.
Make sure shit stays clear up here.
Mm-hmm.
I'll keep a lookout, make sure, trying to make sure. I'm thinking people are still here that did this just to see if they think we know what we're doing.
Mm-hmm. Then, and you're keeping a lookout over Eris, correct?
Yes, and just in general to see if, trying to see if people are still here that may have did this.
Gotcha. Then, Hale, Gorb, and Carlex, as you kind of find a staircase and begin to head down below the reactor, what exactly are you looking for?
I'd say like similar points of tarnishing, to kind of lead us towards that center point.
Gotcha. Then all of you can make either a physical or a mental check.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Carlex and Gorb, as you begin looking around, as you're beginning to get below the reactor, you do see these various tarnishing points. And then you find one wall that appears to kind of have been bowed in and rusted. And you find your way to a door that seems like it is very, very well aged.
Shall we alert the rest of the folks what we found?
Would it be possible to send that message through our data pad to the others?
Datapads don't send messages, they store data.
Gotcha. Okay.
Take a big stick and pound on the ceiling.
I was gonna
Like
say, I'll
Symphony's
just walk
neighbor.
back up and say,
Hmm.
"Hello, folks. You might want to come take a look at this."
I'll go.
And I'll watch the entrance, make sure no one tries to block us down there.
Gotcha. The entrance to the stairway?
Yeah, like lean down to the below the
Gotcha.
reactor, but making sure no one tries to block it off or something.
Cool. Then, as Eris and Gorb return back down, Yasuke, you're kind of standing guard, as now you're kind of before this rusted over door.
All right. Carlex will move to open it up.
Gotcha. As you move to open it up, it's not locked. It's barred from the other side.
Could I try to use magnetic manipulation to lift the bar from the through the wall?
It's
Or-
not magnetic.
Oh. Also, I have to be able to see it,
Mm-hmm.
so wouldn't work anyways.
Does this door have any like a plate on it that says what it's for, or it just is?
As you look, there's no plate on this door, Eris. And as you go and you flip through schematics, this door shouldn't exist.
Yup. Do I know the Warrens? Or Entropy? Do I know these people?
I mean, you would know of like various evils across the rings of Meropis.
Yeah, but probably not specifics like this.
Everything
Shouldn't be here.
in the volumes is free
Mhm.
knowledge and game if you know it.
Okay. This shouldn't be here. I don't know how long this has been here. Yeah, are there cameras here on this floor?
Looking around, yeah, there are cameras. Not in this hallway though.
Does it seem like there used to be and they might have been removed, or there have never been cameras in this hall?
Take a hero point as you kind of go and scan kind of the sides and the corners, and you find a place where a camera seems to have been removed.
This feels bad. This feels really bad.
Well,
Can we check a computer to see what the last thing that camera saw was?
There's no data.
Well, that's fan-fucking-tastic. One
Is it
camera
even
missing,
plugged in?
nothing written down.
well, I think that this is sufficiently new enough information to warrant letting Sophia know before we push forward.
I am. It has been some time since she's contacted us back, and that makes me nervous. Do you think that maybe we should just go try and meet up with them?
Sure,
Maybe
we can compare notes.
I'm just jumping to conclusions, but I have a bad feeling.
Well, let's go check in then.
Yeah, we don't even have a way to repair the runes right now, so I think it's okay if we step out. That's what I would think.
Gotcha. So are you
Okay.
guys heading outside of the building?
Well, I'd say before I'd like to radio Sophia in before we leave.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Go ahead and kind of like radio Sophia. Hi.
Carlex will just recap what we found so far, with like the rusting and the decay and the door that should not be there.
And a missing camera.
Mm-hmm.
I've been told by the Sovereign Executor that this is a manufacturing error, and now that we know about it, it shall be resolved.
Eris is going to grab Carlex very tightly on the shoulder. Understood. Would you like us to come meet up with you?
I'm already basically back to the ship. I've been given the order to leave, and I'm being given an award for my diligent service, and the rest of you are being rewarded too.
That is very kind. We will join you shortly.
Thank you.
Did you guys make this call down there? Or did you come back up?
We would have had to come back up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is there like a different change of voice in the way she's speaking? Like she's like someone's like standing right next to her, like with a knife basically to her throat, essentially, like someone's
I
like,
think it's an unsecured channel.
Eris is looking at you.
Mm-hmm. But she's more solemn, but she will hang up.
So they're just
Let
gonna
us-
cover this up.
Let us be a little more careful about revealing information willy-nilly. Shall we? We already knew something weird was going on. We have this information. We can discuss with somebody that needs to know. But I think we should leave now while they are asking nicely.
If they don't want us to push forward, we can't. We can't do it now.
I wouldn't say that. Let us get home.
All right, then I guess we're just heading out. Yeah.
All right, then you guys head out. You would see Sophia kind of waiting just in front of the ship. She kind of gives a nod to all of you. Thank you for helping the Axial Worlds in understanding the problem that we have here.
And, of course. But you're sure you do not want our help further with this?
You can see that she kind of like takes in a deep breath. No, I've been assured by the Sovereign Executor that everything will be handled and that this is just a known error that seems to have been overlooked. But the Axial Worlds are very, very appreciative for your help.
Of course.
It is exciting to be nominated for an award. Did you perhaps get cleared to come visit the pioneers?
Unfortunately, the award will force me to attend a ceremony on Alpha to receive it. And then, due to the Pioneers' continued work, I was told that it is likely that I would not be permitted to leave my post and go so close to danger until I am removed from my position or the conflict with the King of Whispers ends.
Perhaps we could come to you then, instead of you to us.
In time, yes, I would like that. But I was able to get the Sovereign Executor to authorize a temporary access code for the Alpha Warp Gate to the Theta Warp Gate. So all of you can return home safely.
That is appreciated. Sophia, what if you were to decline the award? Would you be able to join us?
Why would I decline the award?
For the chance that we could help. I would like to not miss that opportunity if it is possible. But I do not know the customs. I do not know what that would mean if you were to decline.
It's a great honor to receive an award from the Sovereign Executor. I don't wish to decline such a tremendous honor. We should be going. I have a post on Alpha. And Sophia will begin to climb back aboard the ship. What the rest of you doing?
Well, I want to keep snooping around, but I have a feeling that that won't be looked on too kindly, and I'm already wanted.
I'm getting back on the ship.
Okay. Gorb getting back on the ship.
Done what we can. They won't let us go any further.
Hmm. I'm assuming the rest are doing the
Yes.
same.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
I'll,
Then what happens next is a bit of a blur. As you go ahead, warp gate back to Exos. There, you are given rewards, commendations, already people there waiting for you as kind of go and are given a wide variety of handshakes, and Sophia as well kind of is surrounded by aides and individuals. They go ahead and they pack your ships full of any supplies and resources that you require and or need, and even noticing some of your ships having limited cargo space, agree to send a freighter back with you to make sure that you can bring back your reward for helping to secure energy on the planet of Zeta once again. So for this mission, all of you gain +5 to your cargo, as you will also get your ships that will get their temporary warp gate code, allowing you to very quickly and simply, at the behest of the Axial Worlds, head back to Ravisar itself. So you go ahead and jump back, beginning to land. Is there
Before
any
having jumped back,
Hmm?
before having jumped back, would it have been possible for Carlix to, I guess, invite Sophia onto his ship?
Nope, too quick.
Okay.
As you were basically shuttled back onto your ship, she was shuttled away.
if I may, I'm gonna go make an appointment to meet with Lantern.
Gotcha. Then, as you are going ahead, going to make an appointment to meet with Lantern, you guys are kind of going ahead, walking through the streets. I'm assuming, or is it just you, Eris, who's going to make the appointment, or more wanting to come?
I would want to go.
Eris wouldn't say what they're going to do. They would just be walking off, but people are welcome to follow. Eris has been very quiet.
I mean, Carlix would ask where you're heading, because at least he would express that he wants to talk to leadership about doing something about this.
Follow and find out. Eris will turn and walk.
Mm-hmm.
Well, seeing Carlix do that, I want to come with now, too.
Gotcha. Then Kale, Gorb, Yasuke, Carlex, you guys following, doing your own thing.
Following, yeah.
I'm gonna go
I'll
speak to
follow.
Rodion.
Okay, Yasuke's gone.
Gorb will
I'm
follow.
following.
Okay. Then go ahead and follow. Eris, where are you headed?
Black Cat's where they've got all their business.
Gotcha.
Their tower.
As you then go ahead, make your way to kind of their tower, you would see actually Enoch there already waiting for you with the door open. Just silently has it open and says, "In the study."
nods, keeps going.
Then, as you kind of head inside, the rest follow. You go ahead and make your way into Lantern's great library study. Making your way inside and see that strange kind of distortion that is still in front as these massive shelves pass up and down. As you all enter in, you would see the hooded admiral of the Black Cat standing there. What have you found?
Eris will let out a huge sigh. A lot. And we'll begin recapping.
I think that they're trying to kill her.
She is in grave danger, I believe. And I had been thinking the whole time that I needed to be on the lookout for the strange, and it was just there. I don't know what we are dealing with.
You don't know what you're dealing with. How can we? We're in the dark. But soon, we will get answers. Answers that will be pried from the heart of the axial worlds no matter what. At this moment, they believe that they have bought all of you. But they have bought nothing but our ire, our determination, and most importantly, they have bought our focus. I have already attempted to dictate to those in my employ a mission to gather more information about the axial worlds. I believe now, though, it is at this moment necessary to understand more about the darkness within the axial worlds now. I will thus ask for all of your employ. What say you?
I agree.
Anything we can do.
I
Good.
wanted in before I even knew it was happening.
Ah, you understand me well. I have already forged new identities for all of you, including passports, fake addresses, and the like. You have been living lives on the planet of Alpha for some time now. We will need these aliases to execute the plan that comes next. I believe that there's something curious within the leadership, and when there's a snake, best thing you can do is cut off its head. Therefore, our next target, the sovereign executor of the axial worlds. And it is here where we will end the session for today. As at this point, I will post the rewards. So firstly,
+5 cargo space.
everyone gets -2 to the wanted level because the actual world struck it. I believe that only affects you, Cooper.
Yep.
But
My bonuses!
there is, with what you've done this session, that is what is up for grabs.
Holy
Three
guacamole, 3
levels?
levels is insane. Oh my
Well, I'm
god, they
taking that.
really tried to bribe our ass.
They might have bribed me. I'm not even gonna lie.
Oh my god, cracked out.
I'm taking.
Oh, sweet, and energy? Hell yeah, I'm grabbing that for the immortals.
Thank
So,
you, my goat.
That's 6. That's 3. So that's 4. And then.
Let's see.
Everything is buyable.
How many
Yeah,
things are there in
seriously.
total? 1, 4. So
And you
Wait,
said
how much-
5 of any?
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit.
Peter, how much cargo space you got?
15.
Holy
I think I can get
shit.
everything. Maybe. Hold on. I need to count.
So much.
5, 8.
Let me
11.
get
There's
them
15 there. You can get exactly everything.
I can get everything. Let's go.
I will do
I am
that.
so jealous.
Okay, it's not a bad take. I lost most of my stuff. I can almost get the ship again still.
Oh, but
I'm
Cooper, if you
I'm
could
gonna
also
do
get
energy
energy,
as
that'd
well.
be huge.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I have literally 0 resources, and I
only
kinda.
I only say energy because if we die, we'll need it.
That is true.
We also don't know
But-
what happens if a fleet gets to 0 energy. I'm
That is
assuming
true.
not great stuff.
However, I will say, I am level 3. I have 0 resources. I would like to take some stuff from me.
There are people
Level
below
6
you
now,
in level.
buddy.
What'd you say, Colin?
There are people below you in level here as well.
I'm at 1
And I think that
permanently until
they
something happens.
also will probably.
So, you know.
I'm at 1.
could be worse.
1 cargo space. I would have had only 1 if it wasn't for the extra cargo
Yeah.
space.
Yeah, Cooper, I'll give you a resource if you just take the energy. That's how much I want energy.
1
Peter.
resource for 3 energy?
Huh?
What?
Peter,
You'll give me
yeah.
1 resource for 3 energy?
We'll make the metal trade tomorrow.
Perfect. That'll be
Yeah.
great. Yeah, like if you just take the energy, I'll give you a resource you wish.
I just need to.
Um,